offline, Gwen was offline, and I was like, "Okay, Angela." Oops. Yeah, I was like, "Angela, look at what Gwen has done with the other chats that I've done. What can you use to help you answer her question?" And so I sent a recommendation to her on some products, and she responded. I had gone to bed, so I was like, "Okay, follow up today to see if she has any other questions." But yeah, I was stealing.
That's awesome.
Copy, paste, change names.
That's what you should do. It's a very unique industry in that way, especially if you're a strong type A personality, because um you actually most places want you to like think on your own and come up with your new ideas. But the fact of the matter is you want to stay away from that in this business. We already have a process that works super effectively. Just put it on repeat. That's your job as a leader. Teach everything on repeat and don't go out of the boxes for the most part. Now, how people get through that send, share, invite looks a little bit different for everybody. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Like
Mhm.
somebody might throw in our Candida symptoms list that we had in the event where it shows all these symptoms. They might throw that into a conversation when they're trying to discover the person's needs. So let's say the person says, I need energy and I have tummy issues or problems going to the bathroom. Somebody might be more in the pattern of saying, well, that's not enough for me. I'm not just going to grab a video. I want to know a little bit more. And so the next thing they'll say is, how many symptoms do you have on this graphic? Now that still falls under the needs assessment, right? That's fine.
Mhm.
Somebody else might take that needs assessment and move it to their health quiz, the regimentation quiz that we have in our sign up process, and use that link to let them take a test and see what product package comes out. You're still assessing a need, but it's a little bit different. So when you watch training program or training videos, you're going to see those differences. That's a time frame for you to decide this is the pattern I like. I want to stick to the
Okay.
videos off the YouTube channel. I do want to use the Candida sheet. I don't want to use the Candida sheet. I mean, they're tiny little tweaks, but I'm just throwing them out there at you because you're going to see the changes as you're watching training videos. It's still the same process. Needs, education, build belief. Needs, education, build belief. And then close the sale, of course.
Okay.
Which a real quick side note to close the sale is most people need 7 to 14. It's really more like 10 to 14 touches at this point. Touches being like watching you on social media, the follow-ups in Messenger and so forth. So as you're growing and as your team's growing, that's something to always be putting into their perspective so that expectations are not being disappointed when they're reaching out and messaging people and saying, oh, I messaged them and nothing happened. Okay, message them again. So a lot of people think that's bugging, but in reality, psychologically, we just do not function unless we're tapped on the shoulder 14 different times. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so in regards to this, I'm going to send you a video. I sent it out to another business builder last week. She absolutely loved it. It's by a diamond named Alita Ford. And well, actually, I think she's Alita Langford now. She got married. Anyway, she does the send, share, invite using the regimentation, but she has a lot of really good information in there. So I'm going to send you that video to watch. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to say about that. What I want to do next is zoom in on my VIP first 30-day follow-up program. Did you take a look at that specifically in the board section? All
I
right,
didn't.
let's go through that because that's a super important point. This is what you're going to want to train yourself to do on every single customer. It maximizes your success with the products as well as the success in getting them to share. Where are my boards? Oh, I must have closed them. Hold on a second. That's weird. Must always have them open. I must have accidentally closed them. Okay. Let me close my windows. It looks like I've got too much going on here. Can you hear me okay?
You were choppy a little bit.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay.
All right, let me get this closed out here. Yes. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm converting. Do you see this converting a meeting recording? That's what's sucking up a lot of my juices, and it's at 89, 90%. So in a couple of minutes, this will work a lot better, I think.
Okay.
So just give me a second here. Okay. So under the board that I gave you was Live in the Pink Life. So I have lots of boards, but this is what I'm working under. And you see VIP customer care as our first option. We're going to click there. And then first
Okay.
30 days. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Go. This is insanely important. Every piece of information in this page is insanely important for you. So make sure that you are looking through this information and basically memorize it. Emily is a 5-star diamond, I believe. She's top enough in our company that she just got done. She just won the private yacht for 5 days in the Bahamas. So like it's the top
Wow.
prize. Yeah, she's very good at what she does. And this is a ambassador checkup video she did years ago. People have followed ever since. I follow it. It's fabulous. This graphic is brand new as of today, and it follows that video line by line, okay, of what to do. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, okay, with your customer. So you got that graphic there. Then
Okay.
I have, sequenced messages week 1 through 4, not just a little graphic, but actual language, line by line, exactly what to say to your customer. The videos
Okay.
that you should be sending them, the group pages that you should be linking them to and adding them to, and even options of what to say, getting their products paid for, option 1, option 2, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When the products arrive, option 1, option 2. Then at the bottom it says, oop, there we go. Full beans, I'm all good. Lord. Come on now. Here's how to get started with the products. Insert instructions based on package. I give a little glip of what to say to them. Be sure to drink half your body weight in ounces of water each day, blah, blah, blah. With both options, be sure to include this language as well. Click here, and there's this area right here, to our Plexus Pivotal program to join our Pivotal experience, which will provide you with daily nutritional meals plus grocery list, on-demand workouts, and a huge support group. And all of this information is assuring them they have access to Pivotal, they have access to the instructions of what they are supposed to be taking. And then down here is a link to another board that gives them a graphic that guides them through the exact package that they ordered. So literally everything that you need to say, every link that you need to send them, or every page that you need to add them to is all right here for you. So let me just click this so you can see what I'm talking about. If you needed a guide graphic to give them so that they could follow how to take their products, you can click that link. Oh, shoot. For you, you would be entering in your own email. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
brings me to this. And then, oh, that might be an error. Actually, it's supposed to just go copy link, edit link, remove link. It should just open up right into the page. Oh, now my fancy dancy stuff, I'm going to have to correct that. Because now it's going to, let me see something. Oh, let me see one more thing. See if I can. So I'll have to fix that. Sorry about that. But normally that would go to, I'll show you the board real quick so you can see for yourself. These product guides is what it would normally
Okay.
go to. And
Okay.
every single welcome pack is in here. When you open it up, it tells them pro tips, first improvements to watch for, when to take their products, Slim BioCleanse, Pro Bio 5, etc. So you can copy and paste that to them. But that's all accessible through there.
Okay.
Let me run through a little bit of what that first 24 hours looks like. So you're in conversation with the person and they're getting signed up or have just signed up. So excited for you to get started. Let me know as soon as your products arrive so I can tell you how to use them. In the meantime, I'm going to add you to our customer group page on Facebook. Also, here's an amazing video with helpful tips on getting started. This is your video by Emily, not Emily, Brooke Hemingway, the nurse and double diamond in our company, who talks all about what to expect from Triplex, and says, while we wait for your order, let's schedule a time to chat with my sponsor. So here you're introducing them to your sponsor through a 15-minute welcome call. Okay. Now, I don't think that Gwen is using this quite yet. So you'll have to discuss that part with her, but ideally doing a welcome call with Gwen for 15 minutes, and there's a whole entire format for that welcome call that I have in a board. Like, she can just follow along the exact same. It's exactly the same thing. It tells you what to say, what questions to ask, stuff like that. But the basis for this welcome call is to connect your team to Gwen so that Gwen can support you in supporting them and be a third party validation to build their belief in sharing and in the products. Okay, that's what that would be. Send your new VIP this fill in the blank sheets. I'll show you what that looks like. It better take me to it. So here's the fill in the blank sheet where they can track their health journey. Okay, straight from corporate.
Okay.
Then it says your Facebook customer group page is Healthy Gut. This is the group page we're all on for our customers and so forth. Next 48 hours getting their products. To get the results you want will take time. You blah, 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 blah. To take the stressor off the table, or I see. The number one thing people struggle with in reaching their goal is cost. To take that stressor off the table, I help all my new VIPs share with friends and invite to our Thursday night 15-minute group chat events where we drop info on our top products as well as video testimonials so they can see the results these products offer. This will take less than a half an hour of your time, and I make it a goal to help you find 3 yeses, which will put you over $300 in your pocket. Plus, this will be way more fun with friends and family. Do you have a few minutes to spare this week so I can help you to do this? So this is what you would say to them in the next 48 hours. Now, you're catching me at a moment where I'm just about to edit some of this. So what I'm going to add here is that you first offer them to post a shout out to you on their newsfeed. And that shout out is going to look something like, hey friends, I just want to give a huge thank you to Angela for introducing me to these gut health products that have helped her in such a tremendous way to improve her tummy issues, give her more energy. And I can't remember what you just said. You told me something else. I can't remember. Anyway, she would list things that have benefited you. And then, and you could even include, she even used them all the way through her cancer treatments with great success to help her feel better, however you want to word that. And then the person would say, I'm so excited to see what these products do for me. I am tired of feeling no energy, no weight loss, potty issues, whatever she wants to say. And then the next thing it says is, I would love for one of you to comment. Nothing would make me happier than for one of you to comment that you'd be interested in doing this with me. Something to that effect is what she would post on her newsfeed with a selfie in her pink drink. So that's actually going to be the first share instead of inviting to this event. Okay.
Okay.
As you can imagine, and as you can imagine, the second share is the event. So people who she's going to tag you in that post, she's going to allow you to help her answer anyone who asks questions. Basically, you have the option of having them do a three-way chat, which I highly recommend, or you can have them add that person to the event, particularly if it's like a Thursday and we're having the event on Thursday. That's super easy, right? Hey, we're having an event
Right.
tonight. Would you like me to drop you in there? You can get all the information you need, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then the next touch for a share is for them to go live, preferably when they get their package. They're going to open their package, go live, talk about what it is that's been bugging them, and just tell people, hey, you can learn more about these products. There's an event this Thursday. If you want to learn more, let me know. I'll put you in. Another live could be done shortly thereafter, 2-3 weeks down the road when they're having results, and we explain to them how to go through that share as well. So there's
Okay.
a bit more explanation to all of that, but just to keep this call not going too long, I just wanted to show you, how the gist of the rollout goes in terms of, hold on a second, I got to plug my computer and it's starting to die.
Okay.
The gist of how you roll out every single person. The first few times, like anything that you do, of course, this is going to feel a little bit like brand new, right? It doesn't even have to be hard. Everything's written out here. I often recommend to people to practice this routine. In other words, you're going to be way more effective if you can voicemail people some of this stuff. Not every single thing has to be voicemailed, but a lot of it, you can show your enthusiasm. You can declare your confidence in them. Like, I'm going to make this so easy for you. I'm going to give you I'll do a quick write-up for the shout out. You just have to copy and paste it and throw it down there. And the write-up is going to look something like this. And then you can talk right into the messenger and explain that write-up. They're going to love that because they're going to see that it's very comfortable and just a normal status, giving accolades to you. And most people aren't going to have a problem with doing that. So that personability is very important in every business. I'm sure you know that. And that's the same thing here. So practice this method aloud, as well as or in addition to just reading through this and thinking, oh, I'm just going to copy and paste the words. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then the following weeks, as the weeks go by, you're doing a couple of things. Number one, you're guiding them through the products. You want to make sure that they're having consistency. So here we see in week 2, check in on the products. What has been your favorite thing so far? Have you been able to stay consistent? I know it's always hard getting new routine. We're still in an adjustment phase. So let me know how it's going. I'm also going to send you a testimonial because it sounded just like your goals. And I want you to get excited for what is coming. So here you are being specific in your questions to some degree, at least. You want to make sure they're consistent and you want to find out their favorite thing. This is digging for the goodness of what these products are doing for them so that they can remind themselves that they are seeing some changes. And then it's also building belief by using a testimonial to get them excited and keep them on track, because the more they believe, the more they will stay consistent.
Okay.
Yeah. Week 3, we're coming in strong. We should have a pretty good routine now. Is that going well for you? I'm going to send you this video because I believe knowledge is power, and I love knowing that these products are doing what these products are doing at a deeper level. Send your new VIP a short product educational video. So this link takes them to product educational videos that you can choose from. Okay. Week 4, you've made it a whole month. So proud of you. Do you want to tweak anything? So here's your opportunity to help them change their product package for the following month and replace products that maybe aren't the best fit for them or add new products. Be sure to have a recommendation for them at that point. And I don't know if I've told you, but you earn $10 of product credit every month your order is over 100 ships to you. You already have $25 credit. Here's a video that explains it a little more, and you're introducing them to Plexus Perks. So those first 4 weeks, you're building belief, you're keeping them consistent, you're assessing their product needs, and you're educating on things like the Plexus Perks and the products themselves. Okay?
Okay.
Along with getting them to share. Those two things are super important in the first 4 weeks. Most people master the follow-up, no problem. It's the part of like, we're just gonna, would you mind doing a shout out for me? We'll see who, if there's anyone else in your friend space that wants to do this with you. You know, stuff like that. It's really not a big deal, but people tend to make it a big deal. So I'm going to be working to tweak that to the new edited version that I mentioned tomorrow and Friday, although I already have 2 appointments set for tomorrow and Friday. So it might take me till Monday to get there, but you roughly, even if you use what's there already to get your people sharing by next week's event, that is kudos to you.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know if Gwen has had any connection with your newbies from last month?
Yes, I still have them in 3-ways, and we've been following up with them through 3-ways on, have you gotten your products, any concerns, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay. And have you invited them to share?
No, I have
That's
not.
okay. That is totally fine, honey. She says it so hesitantly. That is so
Like,
okay.
no,
You did not
Gwen's
have
been
any.
saying ask, but I'm like I just felt because if they just started the product or just got the product, they might not be willing to share. And that's me in my brain thinking, you know, if I haven't gotten my box yet, who am I going to share with? And so that was my thought process.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm learning. So
yes, exactly right. And I'm going to share 2 things with you. Oh my gosh, I've got like millions of things actually going through my head I could share with you about this. But 2 of the strongest things to me are, number 1, when I got started, I shared right away because I wanted the business. And it wasn't from a place of like, oh my God, I gotta get people to share because that's how I grow my business. It was from a place of, oh my gosh, this business is unbelievable. And everybody needs to know about this business because what a gift to change people's lives. That truly was coming from that place. The same thing as the reason I wanted to share the products. So it was very natural for me to do it. Because of that source, really. I think if I had thought about it of like, I have to meet a goal, I have to do a process, I have to rank advance to make this work, you know, I probably would not have been as successful. But I just knew what I had needed to be in other people's hands. So that's how I looked at it. So I signed my first person before I ever got signed up myself. Like I called and talked to her and said, you have to do this. You're going to love it. She said yes. I hung up the phone, called my sister back, asked her how to sign up. She told me. I called the person back, told her what I just did, said, go sign up, like buy this package, blah, blah, blah. 4 days later, I went and visited another friend who was severe Lyme's disease. I still did not have my package. And she was disabled. She almost died from it. It went misdiagnosed for 2 years, got into her brain. She was a hot mess and she was a young mom. And so I told her, you need the products and you need the business to give your life purpose again because she couldn't go out of the house to work. So she took them. She called me 3 weeks later crying because the changes of her health. And to this day, she is my second my second largest team on my team. So it had major
wow.
impact in her life. And the third person wanted out of her job. She was miserable in her job. She did want the health changes, but mostly it was the business part of it. She had already come to me and asked my opinion about starting a business. So I immediately went to her. I had had my products probably 2 days at that point. She signed up. All 3 people signed up before I had a story. So it's really about marrying the understanding of what you have to offer people and making sure they have it in their hands as soon as possible, because why would you want to withhold it? So that leads me into the second thought that I have that's super important. Why would you want to withhold it? If you do not tell people about our opportunity till 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks down the road, you know what they think in their mind? Well, if it was that amazing, you would have told me about it right away. Now,
Okay.
I think you're trying to tell me about it because you probably want me to do something for you.
Okay.
See how that is? I mean, wouldn't you feel that way? If your friend had a lottery ticket and it was really as good as she's saying it is, why wouldn't she have told you on day one? That's stupid. And it puts doubt in your mind that your friend's being real with you. I think that's almost more significant than the first point. And I don't think
Gotcha.
people think about it. I don't think people think about it that way, but I really do think subconsciously that's the seed that we're planting in their minds that you should try this. You know, it's a good thing. But then they're like, yeah, okay. Because if it was, you'd have told me 8 weeks ago. So that's what I would leave you with. And then the third thing is goes back to what you said, which is spot on. A brilliant assessment of yourself. That's the conclusion that you came to about they don't even have anything to share. They don't have a story yet. That's just your version of what you're telling yourself. So in that respect, the way that you want to get through this process in order to be successful, not only for yourself, but for your team, is to stop looking at it from an emotional standpoint. The process itself, you just want to do it like you're on a conveyor belt. Like
Okay.
get up there, go through the motions in the beginning. Eventually, your emotional side will catch up to you because you will build that belief of passion about helping other people share because there's lots of things going on with that. There's purpose for you, there's purpose for them, there's lives being changed that you know, there's lives being changed that they know, there's income that you're putting in people's pockets, which is changing their lives on a financial side. Like the unbelievable impact that is available to that is reliant upon you being obedient to the process is huge. So get out of your own way. Don't think about it from an emotional standpoint in the beginning. Just get through the process. Just do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay.
Okay.
Um, I think that is probably all I want to cover with you right now because I don't want, I mean, that's a lot of information for you to have to take in and for you to like read through that 30-day thing, the first 30 days, practice it, start your approach with your new people, which I'm going to give you a few tips here on how to do that. So you got 4 people, right? 4 or 5 people, 4 people, right?
5.
You have 5 people right now. So you have 5 people right now that you have to say, hey, would you mind doing a shout out for me? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have your hands full just with what I've told you. Plus the video that I'm going to give you, I think is 38 minutes long. So that's a learning, that's some time that's going to take up in your day. Your goal for this month is senior silver, right?
Yes.
Your next ranking.
And hopefully I will have that by the end of the week.
By your own personal sign-ons?
I
Oh my
I
gosh.
have so from last night's event, I've got 3 who are actively talking. So one girl said I won't get paid until Thursday. That's tomorrow. So and the other 2, I'm just trying to figure out or helping them figure out what products they want to use. One girl has children. She wants to know more about the things for the children. So yeah. So it's just like, okay, what products do they want and getting them signed up.
Oh my gosh,
So
girl. I'm so proud of you. That
I'm
is
excited.
amazing. Okay, so this is a no-brainer that we're going to take you to gold this month then. That should be your goal this month is gold. So to get you to senior silver by Friday on your own, you have to sign 5 more people. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have 3 people that you're talking to.
Oh, what happened?
I can see you. Can you not see me?
Oops.
Oh, my internet connection. Nikki, please get off the internet right now. I need it. Okay, sorry about that.
No
Okay,
worries.
so do you know that you need 5 new people?
5 new people?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're
I
close.
thought I needed points.
Well, you do. You need 50 points, but that's 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 56. Excuse me. So you need, that did change, didn't it? So you need 4 more people. 4 more people because you need 50 points. It used to be that you needed 10 people because your level ones were only worth 5 points, but that's right. They're worth 6 points now. So you need 4 more people. Okay, so you've got 3 that you're working with. You'll just
Okay.
need 1 more. Now, to get to gold, you need 100 points, which is used to be 20.
Okay.
Now that is, let's see, uh, 6 times, what is that even? I always just call it 20 because I've called it 20 my whole life. I call it 20 for 10 years. I just refer to it as 20. You need roughly 20 people to get to gold. But hold on for
So right now I have 30 points.
right now you have 30 points and your second and third levels are worth 5 points. So your goal to get to gold is trying to look at the best way to explain this to you. Your goal to get to gold is 100 points, and most you're going to have your level ones that are at 6 points, but everybody else is going to be worth 5 points. You're still looking at 18 to 20 people, 17 to 20 people to get you to gold, depending upon where the points
Okay.
lie. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's not a big deal. So instead of, well, there's 2 things that should be going on here. Number 1, you are trying to use your processes, which duplicates and helps everybody else to win also financially. So really to get to gold, your focus this month should try to be to take those 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 initial people that you have signed on and help them to start sharing. As each of them do that, you're adding more people to your team at the 5-point level, which will put you closer to 100 points. And then you will go gold. But importantly, the most important part is your team is growing. Your team is benefiting from the opportunity and they're doing this with you. So you become married more as a family and as a team. And the vision becomes bigger as a team versus you having this vision and them just following along and not having a clue as to what's going on. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see here. You honestly could, with that kind of growth, I mean, there's potential to go beyond gold here, but that's the big one that I want to focus on getting you at is gold. And then you're going to definitely earn your iPads. So you have the opportunity to earn 4 iPads. I guess you'll just have to sell the extra 3. But you will earn them because if you sign 3 people, that's going to get you an iPad. Then you can either sign 3 more people or take 1 person to silver, which means they sign 3 people. So that's really what I think is going to happen is you're going to sign 3 people and then you'll take somebody to silver. Then you'll sign 3 people and you'll take somebody to silver. Okay.
Okay.
So tonight I want you, or whenever you're going to block off your next piece of time, and by the way, we did not talk about time management, so I'll give you a few tips on that. But whenever you're going to block off your very next piece of time, I would use it to look through and practice how to make the approach about posting. And what I would do for you, because the posting part's not actually in there, the next step is inviting them to invite to events. I will send you some language on this, but basically that is what I would be doing with every single person that's already signed and every new person that signs. I would be saying, hey, would you mind doing a shout out for me? Blah, 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 blah. And I'll give you that language.
Okay.
Okay. Once they do the shout out, when people ask for information, again, it's either a 3-way or it's inviting to an event. If you get into a three-way between you and Gwen, or if Gwen's not available, you're reaching up to me, and they're like on the fence, then it's, hey, why don't you join us in our event on Thursday night? There's even more information, more testimonials, look through that and then make your decision. Okay, so we're still going to segue into something else. That's your homework for the next week. Let's just get you through that. You're going to continue sharing. You're going to watch the video I sent you. You're going to master that invite about how to do a shout out. And then you're going to be busy in three-way chats and helping them talk to the people who are interested. Okay. If we get to like, let's say we get to Monday and 4 of your people have done shout outs and not that much has happened. Nobody's really asked any questions. They don't really have any responses. Then I will touch base again, and that'll be an opportunity for you to offer them a chance to invite people personally through a messenger invitation to do the event. But we'll talk about that next week. Let's just get you getting them posted. Do you have any questions for me?
So far, no.
Time management. This is easy. I have a very quick video on it too, but it's actually more about discipline than anything else. The advice is absolutely time blocking. That is key. If you do not time block this business, can you still see me and hear me?
Yes, yes.
If you don't time block this business, you'll wake up every single day in the normal routine that you're in, which has never historically included Plexus. And all of the things that take up your time all day will take up your time all day. And you'll get to the end of the day and this will not have gotten done. So, so sitting back and deliberately saying, I can pull 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, or I'm going to pull a full 30 minutes out of this section of my day and do what I need to do. That is the first step that you need to make. And then you need to be disciplined enough to stick to it, which means when things pop up during that time frame, it's a matter of saying, no. Not unlike if I had to punch in a clock at work. If I had to punch in a clock at work and somebody came up to me and said they wanted me to go to the grocery store, they wanted me to go do something for them with the church, you would have to say, I'm clocked in at work. Like there's no way I can leave my job. It's that exact same mindset when you're compartmentalizing for this job. When somebody knocks on your door or your shoulder, you have to be able to say, I'm sorry, you have to give me 30 minutes and then I absolutely can go to the church or I can go do what I have to do. If there's an emergency, it's simply a matter of juggling things around. If you have an emergency on a day during compartmentalization, you have to say to yourself, okay, this cannot wait. I have to go, see my mother at the hospital. And then this is going to have to be pushed to 9 o'clock and I'm going to have to go to bed a half an hour later. Or I'm going to have to get up a half an hour earlier tomorrow to make sure this happens. That is what makes people super successful in this business. Consistency is everything. And when people don't make that commitment, that's when consistency gets put out the door and failure sets in literally immediately. Because this business is about building little tasks done every single day over time. Okay.
So in that half-hour time block, what types of things should I be focused on doing? Like, well, for me right now is getting all this stuff read and review the videos and stuff. But once I've done that, what?
Okay. So I will go over this briefly, but honestly, I kind of want it to just pass through your brain a little bit because you do have so much to focus on. And I kind of figured you were going to ask me what this exact question. So during a normal, as time starts flowing by, that chunk of time gets taken up by what we call income producing activities. You are doing 5 different things. Number 1, creating or posting your social posts. And what I mean by creating or posting is some people will opt to use one of their chunks of time just to make their social posts for the entire week. So then when the next time slot comes the next day, they're not actually creating, they're just posting it, just posting. Other people will create the post and post it every single day. And that's part of that session. You're adding new people to your network. So you're going to add new friends to your Facebook page or social page. You are messaging new people, both about Plexus, as well as, well, you want to ideally message 3 new people about Plexus, and then 1 to 3 new people that you haven't really touched base with in a while. It can just be a relationship build where you're reaching out. Hey, we haven't chatted in a long time. What have you been up to? You're making connections. So you're either messaging 3 new people about Plexus or 1 to 3 new people with connection. Then you're doing
Okay.
3 new follow-ups. So the follow-ups are, if you're in connection mode, you're following up with connection mode. Eventually, you're going to bring up Plexus. If you're in Plexus mode, you're following up with Plexus, building belief, dropping testimonials, educating them. And in between those moments, there's still connection. Like, let's say you start out on the Plexus side and they've ghosted you or they've just said, not right now. Okay, well, you still want to be paying attention to them and checking in. Maybe 30 days later, you say, oh my gosh, I saw that you guys went on the most amazing vacation. Looked awesome. How did you like it? What was your favorite part? So it's just a connection follow-up, but there's 3 new follow-ups going on. Then you are learning something, self-development. So that's easy one. We have an endless supply of videos that you can learn tons of information, and you will. So you take about 10 to 15 minutes to learn something. I think I got it all. Right? Social message, follow-up. As you grow your team, it's going to be follow-up with your team members too. So that's in there too,
Okay.
either on the business side or the product side or both. I said 10 to 15 minutes worth of learning. When I got into this business, obviously I said I did it for the business. So I like dove in. There's no limit to what, like, you don't have to do this in 30 minutes or an hour. That's what we normally recommend because people's lives are super busy. But if you want to run with this and you find that you absolutely love it and you just want to, like, no holds bar, watch as many videos as you can, as fast as you can, because that's where the learning and that's where the building of belief comes from. And that's where the confidence comes from. So that's all on you. However much time you want to put into it, the more you do, the faster you'll grow.
Okay.
Now, we also, side note, have a full IPA sheet, like a guide that you can basically check mark every single day. We have an explanation of everything I just said, both on video and graphics. All of that is in the boards. I'm going to give it to you, just not right now.
Okay. No worries.
The overwhelm. I don't want to get you overwhelmed. The last thing before I ask,
I think we have a good start.
What was that?
We have a good start. So
you do have a good start. Yes. The last thing before I ask if you have any other questions is just to know that this is definitely a family team environment. The more you reach out to us and ask for help, stay open and coachable, the more success that you will have. Okay. So do not worry if you're asking me a million questions, unless those questions are super simple. Like, what's in the pink drink? Okay, well, you can go to your own website and find out what's in the pink drink, right? So those things I do expect you to discover yourself. We have a help center in Plexus that answers almost every question. It's fabulous. Have you ever been connected with that, by the way?
I have seen the help center, yes.
Perfect. So that's always your go-to. But as long as it's not something super ridiculous that you can find on your own, I want you to come to me. Gwen wants you to come to us. And then, and this is maybe more important, do exactly what we tell you to do. Exactly. Don't fear from that. So, like, if I tell you to ask somebody to give you a shout out and I tell you how to do it exactly how I tell you to do it. Don't look at it and say, ooh, that makes me feel uncomfortable. And that is like, I don't know what they're going to say to me. Like, just let all that go. Just go do what we tell you to do and you'll find success. Okay?
Okay. I can do that.
Any questions?
No, this has been very helpful.
Okay, good. I was hoping you'd reach out to me, to be honest. You've been on my mind quite a bit the last few weeks, and I have been so tempted to reach out to you, but I was like, nope, Tanya, if she wants your help, she will let you know. You already told her that you were available. So I didn't want to I wanted you to do it on your own terms, on your own time and that kind of thing. So I am really glad you reached out.
Nope.
I think
Yay. Thank you for being here and taking time out.
absolutely. I think that you have so much ability to have so much huge impact, and that is going to explode your heart with gratitude. It's a really fun business from that standpoint. Plus, it's very financially worthy for yourself and for other people, so that's good. Do you have a financial thought about the business that, like, boy, it would be nice to make this much money, or I'd like to quit my job, or any of that?
I would love to eventually leave State Farm.
Okay.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will definitely work towards that. So sky's the limit.
Yep. That's the limit.
All right. Be praying over that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Angela. I really appreciate you meeting here with me as well.
Anytime, anytime. And I continue to pray for you and what
Thank
you're
you.
going through. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next surgery is on the 29th.
okay.
So 4 more
Keep it in
weeks
mind.
back in the office, but I feel tremendously good about it. So it's been great.
Good.
I got the
Good.
best news I could have gotten out of it. I really feel like God healed me, and I'm very grateful.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Thanks. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.